Alright guys, here's another installment of NARC machine rebuild, repair, refurbish. I don't remember the other word, but whatever you want to call it. So here's the Wicco stick. Started to take it apart, and here's the rubber grommet. Ouch, that's hot. And I tried heating it up a little bit with the hot air thing there, and just basically let the rubber go. So this bushing's still stuck on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my grinder with a cutoff wheel, and I'm going to try to cut across it this way so it'll open up a little bit and release some tension to get pulled off. Hopefully it should. Once I cut it across, that collar across, it'll should give me enough slack to weasel it off that shaft. I really want to use the original sticks on here. I do have an extra blue and an extra red stick, so I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I would like to use the original if possible. Alright guys, I made this piece here. I found some wood. That was enough wood to do this area, so I'm working on that. Made those pads earlier, so I still need the T-nuts for them. And I had pads for back here on these corners, but I'm like, why don't I just run a piece of wood all the way across? I'll be able to glue all the way underneath here and staple it down. Well, actually, I'm gonna wood screw it down, because this is gonna go on the inside. Okay, on the inside in here, on the floor, on this floor, but on that side, so I can sandwich this floor between these two pieces of wood, and then I'll have all three of these 3/4 pieces of plywood that'll essentially be stacked behind this. I'll be able to countersink and put a few wood screws in this as well. And then I'm also going to come in and, well, I won't have to countersink this side because it's so busted out, but I'm going to put a few wood screws in here as well, and then I'll countersink this side and put a few in here, right here, to just give it some more rigidity or something. I've got to make sure that it's stout, because it's going to be holding a lot of weight and get moved around from time to time. So I just figured this running a piece of wood all the way across here on the outside and on the inside will give me enough stuff to fasten to give me some rigidity. I mean, I could just put this in here and put Bondo around it and it probably would stay, but I don't want to do that. So that's what I'm working on. We'll see how it looks when I'm done.
Can you believe the bullshit Chevy's putting in their spots lately? Fucking A. I guess it goes to show you what years of frustration will do. Because for the last 12 years, Ford has built the best-selling truck in America, Ford F-150. Ford also builds the best-selling compact pickup, Ford Ranger. So if you want fucking stunts, see a fucking movie. But if it's America's #1 trucks you want, it's on Chevy. Go see your Ford dealer now.
Alright guys, So I have the T-nuts now. So I'm going to be working on putting the T-nuts in. See how they have little barbs on them to dig into the wood. So when I flip this around and put this down here, they can't come up or down. They're trapped in between the two pieces of wood. So I'm going to glue this piece down. I'm going to put some staples in it to hold it where I want it. I'm going to put glue on this and put it on the inside and staple it. Then I'm going to use some, I got some 2-inch screws. That'll get me down through this, through the floor and into this. I'll run some down this way and run some up this way. And then this piece will be anchored this way. And I'm going to go down here, down the side, so I end up in the middle of the floor. And I'm going to run these 6-inch anchors in through the side like this to keep the sides pulled in. You know, so it'll be going through the middle section here, like down in here. So this will be under the Bondo for sure, and then I'll drill a small countersink that this head can go into so it can be covered with Bondo. I hope that all makes sense. It might be a little bit overkill, but like I said, I don't like putting shit together for it to fall apart again, so I'm gonna make sure it don't. Here's a little view. This hole right here should pretty much be directly in the center of the original floor. Should be. If not, it's relatively close, and I got 3/4 of plywood on top and 3/4 on the bottom. So I'm going to sink that 6-inch lag right through here. But I'm going to fill this hole full of glue first. Okay, so now this head will completely get covered with Bondo. You'll never see it, but it's structurally going to help hold this together. Was it needed? No, but I'm putting it in there anyways. Okay, fellers. So I'm not gonna like Bondo in these bottom screw holes, but I will on this back panel, and you know, obviously the sides. So there we got it, guys. The bottom's repaired. This back panel is repaired. I went to the Home Depot today and got some wood. So here in a few seconds, we'll be cutting door for here, and the rest of the units on this machine. And after those doors are cut, I will probably start Bondoing this guy. And that might be all we do in this video. Alright, see you in a second. Okay, back door is cut. Now, you can see that there's some gaps and tight spots. I literally think it's because these sides are slightly warped, or else whoever actually put this cabinet together, it wasn't perfectly square. I can't help that, but it's a new straight back door, and I'll end up getting it to fit pretty good. So you know, it's all that matters to me. A new door, guys. On to the next one. Sorry, fellers. That's poor boy Dito. Ah, shit. That door will fit a little bit better on that last, or that middle compartment when I sand the edges a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take care of something else. Shorter. Okay, so there we go, guys. Now I'm gonna have to put the there's wood that goes along here to keep this from going in like on the middle piece. I haven't got that far yet on this build. Here we are. We'll get it. The important thing is it fits. And it's halfway square. Alright. Okay. So, this door fits quite well. So, it's a little bit of a bugger to get out, but this door still may need to be trimming because I'm not quite sure how the hinge is going to affect the width of the door. But anyways, it fits in there for now. And then I have this back panel done. So, this definitely, I think I need to drill a hole for a lock. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure this one gets locked. And I'm pretty sure that one gets locked with a, key. And then this one locks by latches. So I'm gonna go ahead now that the doors are cut. I'm gonna turn this upside down so all that stuff's facing up, that bad corner. And I'm going to go ahead and go to town on bondoing it. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of bondo, but I'll get that as squared up as I can with what I got. So wish me luck on that. What a mess I got going on here, guys. One of these times I'm going to get a new spreading pad because I think that might help me out. Alright, this is going to dry and I'm going to sand it down. We'll see what it looks like and probably have to add more. Second coat of bondo. This time I'm sure I covered everything. I'm going to let this dry, sand it down, but I'm going to call it for tonight, so I don't even know why I'm telling you, because in a second you'll see another clip. But anyways, I'm gonna need another can of bondo. Finish up the rest of the stuff on this cabinet, so I'm hoping tomorrow I should be primering everything. After I get this, I'm gonna mount the new door on the hinge to make sure that it's right. And do any adjusting I need to do before I put paint on here. So, alright guys. Okay, I'm finally happy with this side. It's very smooth. I feel very, very little minute variations. Almost none. So, I'm gonna layer it down with primer and block sand it. Hope it's straight enough. It should be pretty good. Alright. I'm going to do some sanding on the front. And I have the other side bondoed as well. So I'm just going to be going around and sanding everything. Come back on when it's finished. Alright. Finally got this box done. I will go around with the mouse sander and sand it down with 240 grit before I primer it. But it's as straight and as smooth as I'm gonna get it. So what I'm doing right now is fasten the hinge to the to the base and have the door in here. Like I said the other day, As you can see, I got some gap here and less gap there. Either that's I didn't get this side sucked in enough. I mean, it couldn't come in anymore because of the floor where it was flush against the floor. So this is I would tend to say from the factory. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the door so it's not going to drag on anything when it opens and closes, and then I'm going to mark where these holes need to be. I'm going to drill the holes on this door so I don't forget, and then I'm going to be working on the doors for these, putting the lock holes in them, be cutting the T-molding groove in here, and then I can get it up on a pedestal so it can be painted. So that's how this one is right now, or primered right now. And then I got that corner to fix on here and to sand it down and be ready for primer too. I probably put another milk crate under there so it's up 3, so I can get underneath it pretty good. Same thing with this one. Underneath here isn't too big of a deal to me. I'll probably just rattle can that to let it soak into the wood to seal it up. So that's what I'm at now, guys. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna make this the last clip, but next video I'll primer this. So take a good look, guys, because this will be the last time you see it ugly. That's the T-molding groove cut. It's nice and thin and straight again. Recessed holes for the locks. Corners are nice and sharp. There's a little bit of a dip right here. I just can't get rid of it. I keep trying and trying. It's so small, but I can feel it. Drill 2 holes in here. The top and bottom bolt for the hinge, in case I need to warble one of these out and tilt the door and tighten it. Then I can get my other ones right where they need to be to hold it. That's my idea of that. It's kind of how I work around that. Hopefully all this Bondo stays in them small spots. I got this sanded down. Everything's been sanded with 240 grit. It's nice and smooth. That little ding is taken care of now. Same thing with this door. Been drilled for a lock. So I got primer, surface primer like that. I got a whole other gallon of it too. So we'll be primering this and taking care of getting these joysticks out in the next video, and then block sanding and ready for paint. And then if I have time, guys, I might move to Mortal Kombat 3 real quick and get that cabinet done, you know, just so it's painted where it's supposed to be black and stuff, so when I get my side art I can mess around with that. Alright, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want. Thanks for watching. Alright, peace.